Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. What's popping, guys? Welcome to ZeerTalks, and welcome to this disappointing result. So let me put the TV thingy down. Yeah, so you guys can. We drew 0-0 to RB. Oh yeah, I need to change the. I made this mistake during the preview. I added an S. Shouldn't have been there. Yeah, it shouldn't have been there. There you go. Yeah, we drew 0-0. And I'm gonna be real. So much going through my mind right now. Not even just the games. Something else that happened. For those who don't know, there was a mad incident that happened during the watch along, especially involving so many people. And for those who did watch it and thought that was an ugly watch and thought that maybe things should have been kept in house, I apologize to every single one of you. Should have never happened. As someone that's in charge of ZeerTalks, usually when I do watch alongs, I try to bring people in and I try to chat with them. But then when one doesn't like one another, things get out of hand and blah blah blah. Regardless, I've chatted to both parties, and yeah, hopefully now whatever happens on moving onwards does not ever happen on this channel. I am not involved. So yeah, I just wanted to address that very very quickly. Now, also usually I showcase my watch alongs in this. I'm not showcasing this watch along because of that, out of respect. So yeah, listen, guys, you already know what to do though. Subscribe, press alarm bells for future content notifications, like, comment your way. Go check ZeerTalk socials, and inshallah you're well wherever you may be. I'm not really feeling too great. I'm not gonna lie. Like, back to the football. 0-0. Now I'll try to tell you the whole story of the game. For the most part, it was just us trying to break down their low block, and we couldn't break it down. And it's disappointing because some of the players that we have, you would expect that they're able to break down the low block, but they just couldn't. Malcolm, poor. But you would expect him to do a job doing that. He didn't do that enough. Milinkovic Savic, to some degree, managed to do something, but even then, you can tell they were trying to put numbers on him because of how good he was against Real Madrid. But yeah, I'll be real. He tried his level hardest, but even then, not good enough. I mean, like, he could have released the ball in some moments and he tried to do more. But there were times he did keep it simple, but there were moments in which he tried doing stuff and it didn't work. It just is what it is. Salim Dosri, I thought, was very poor. His crossing, his finishing. Sometimes he was able to get past the defender, but when it comes to the end product, very poor. I'm sorry, Marcus Leonardo, very poor. Mitrovic can't be coming back sooner enough when it comes to the finish, because I've defended him a lot. He scored a lot of goals last season. But in the Club World Cup, for him to be performing like this is not good. He needs to step up against Pachuca. He really does, because we don't have anybody else. We don't have anybody else. You know what I mean? Unless it's Hamdan. You want to play Hamdan? I don't want to play Hamdan. So, like, the guy can't even control the football. All he can do is be a target man. That's it. That's all he can do. So, or a poacher. That's it. So, yeah, I just think that it's one of them ones that going forward we just couldn't do our jobs. And it's not good enough at all. It really is not good enough. So, by the way, Ruben Neves and Timbuktu making these last-inch tackles when they were about to go 1v1, even though I think the one that's Timbuktu's offside. However, the fact that they did that, great, because that could have been bad to worse. Yassine Bono saving us in some moments, and I'm talking about big saves. One like a pass across in front of goal, he's still saving it. Like, my guess, I'm telling you, one of the best keepers in the world for a reason. Stuff like that. It's just, wow, unbelievable. And listen, man, without him, I don't know where we'd be today. But we probably would have lost this game because Salzburg had a few chances. They had their few moments. And one thing I note about Salzburg, I'm not gonna lie, I actually think I underestimated them because they actually have some quick players, man. My God, they actually have some quick players. Like it's ridiculous. And you know what? I actually didn't notice. I should have known, but it's probably we don't pay too much attention to some of the smaller caliber guys in terms of stature. Not stature physically. I mean like online. I mean status. But Franz Kradzig, who he was at Bayern München's what you call it, youth team. He was supposed to be with us and never ended up being with us. I'm a Bayern fan as well. For those who don't know, there's Bayern stuff right there. Like a Neuer, you can see the Neuer stuff over there as well. Like we sent him out this summer and now permanently, and now he's at Salzburg. I actually did not realize that he was at Salzburg. And to see him play, he actually played very well today. I have to admit, he actually played very well. He actually managed to contain Cancelo very well. Cancelo and Malcolm very well. He did his job. He and a lot of the Salzburg players done their thing. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to mention that. Um, who else in the midfield? I mentioned Neves. I mentioned Savic. I mentioned the attack. Timbuktu, I thought done his job. I thought Koulibaly. Other than there were times he lost the ball. I'm not gonna lie to you. There was a time Timbuktu overcommitted for one amazing pass that was being made for a chance. Like, need to be very careful with this overcommitting stuff. And Inzaghi, I need to mention him in this bit. Inzaghi needs to make sure that these defenders are more organized. That's on him to do. I have to admit that. Same with the Cancelo and Lodi thing. Lodi, I'm not gonna lie. One thing I'll give Lodi credit for. He wants to win the ball, no matter what, and he won the ball a good amount of times. But the problem is, on the ball looked absolutely off it, absolutely off it. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's just one of them was. I just feel like these players need to know when playing against low blocks, when to be simple, when to be direct. And so this type of stuff, I usually call out Joshua Kimmich for as a Bayern fan. That he's not direct enough and all. Today, I felt like we were not as direct as well. I felt like this team was moving like a bunch of Joshua Kimmiches, like literally every single one of them, not direct enough. Like even though they have the ability to be direct, they weren't as direct. Except for a few players. The only one I can think of that was really direct, Sergey in moments, and what's his name? Salim Dosri. And even Salim Dosri, once he got in front of goal, miss. This is the problem. مو معقول ابدا، يعني اذا كنت صريح معكم، يعني هذا المستوى اللعب، طريقة اللعب سيء. ليوناردو ما ياخذ الفرص كم مرات، سيء. absolutely poor. معليش يعني خلينا نكون يعني عاقل وصريح. Let's be real, wise and honest. That was absolutely fucking pathetic. Poor, not good enough. Like I picked up Al Hilal for drawing against Real Madrid. Yeah. Real Madrid. That's fine. ما عندي مشكلة. We're supposed to not beat them. They're supposed to beat us, if anything. That's more on Madrid than us. But we have the players that we have, and we can't take care of Salzburg in all due respect. Which I'll give them their credit. They played very well to contain us. But we can't do our job with them with the players that we have and the money we spend. Poor. Very poor. And we have to go beat Pachuca now. We are now on 2 points. The other two teams are on 4 because Madrid beat Pachuca today. So did Salzburg. And then they drew with us. So now we have to go to Pachuca, or where I don't know where we play them, but we have to, when we play Pachuca, we have to take care of them while one of Madrid or Salzburg take care of one another. And then that pushes us to 5 points and we go through. So yes, it's not good enough at all, man. It really is not, man. I had to just let y'all know about that. Um, but yeah, as well as the substitutions. I know Kennu came on for Malcolm. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get it at the time, but I think Inzaghi tried switching things up. Uh, then you had Hamad Eliami for Cancelo. Okay, that makes more sense. Lejami for Timbukti. Jouer for Nasr. By the way, I'll get to that in a second. Mut'ab al Harbi for Lodi. I need to say something here because I noticed something. Because Kennu went into the position of what's his name? Nasser Dosri, then Jouer went more upwards. I have to say something here. Nasser Dosri should have never started. The guy was shit today. No direction, defensively off it, losing the ball, everything poor. I'm sorry, Inzaghi, you need to whatever fetish Jorge Jesus had with Leahy, I don't want you to be having that with Nasser Dosri. I don't. I need you to at least see how Musab Al Jawair plays as a starter. Because at least when he came off the bench, he tried giving a little bit of something. A little bit of something. Al Aqal, he gave something. What the fuck did Nasser Al Dosri do? I want to. Alumni, please. What did he do? Inzaghi, what did he do? I want to know what does he do to play. Next game, I don't want to see him play, please. Please, senor, I don't want to see him play. I don't even know if that's the word in Italian. But, sir, I don't want you to play him. So, yeah, that's just my thoughts, bro. I mean, Mut'ab al-Harbi, Lejami coming on. I mean, he just tried to hold things on. Nothing crazy happened with him. Hamad Eliami, nothing much happened with. I mean, nothing much in terms of creativity. Mut'ab al-Harbi, the same thing. Defensively, all right. Kennu, nothing much. To be honest, this whole game as a whole, nothing much happened, really. For being really honest, nothing much really happened. Other than maybe a couple of saves, Salzburg being defensively solid, nothing really happened. You know? There was an argument maybe we could have got a penalty. I don't think that's a pen. I thought he got with the shoulder, and shoulder is not really a pen. So, or not a foul or any type of thing like that. So yeah, it is what it is, man. We just have to try to beat Pachuca. And by the way, Pachuca had their moments. I mean, they have Solomon Rondon and God knows who. Mexican side. They had their moments. And if Madrid didn't score early, who knows what they could have done. We need to be careful of these things also. So, yeah. I sound off because I'm dead tired. You know what I mean? So, yeah, like, guys, you already know what to do. Subscribe, press the alarm bells for future content notifications, like, comment your way, go check social and Charlie roll wherever you are. Man of the match. I mean, you can give it to a Salzburg player. Or you can give it to Yassine Bono, whichever way it is. No problem by me. Now, I'm going to end here. And yeah, take care. Subscribe, press the alarm bells. I don't know. Did I say that already? I hope I did. And yeah, ma salama. See you later.